Bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Emperor. I knew this. You guys are like standing your ground about something this month with somebody. This is where this energy, this fire is coming from. You're putting this person in their place this month. That's how I feel. You're dealing with either someone who is a air sign, so we're dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like we're battling it out, like we're getting face to face, like we're facing off. I don't know, it's weird. I see the two of you here at the bottom facing off. You know, you're facing off with this person because you're the King of Wands. You're battling it out, eye to eye. And I don't know why yet. Maybe the cards will tell me. You're finding out a truth. I feel like you're finding out a truth about this person. I feel like this person did something. I want to say they spoke negatively of you to a group of people. This can be in a work environment, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I just feel like there's a situation here where they've kind of opened their mouths and said maybe more than they should have, or they overspoke. Or they're gossiping, you know, that whatever they're saying, it isn't true. And that you're finding out this month that this person is doing this. I think that you're standing up for yourself this month, and I think it's a shock. You know, it's a shock when you hear what this person said or what this person did. I feel like you're really reflecting on this. Like you're really looking at, if you look at the spread, the Hermit is shining his light and his focus is on the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, and of course beneath these two is the Queen of Swords. So I feel like, you know, I want to say shocked or surprised that this person would do this, or you're surprised to learn that they would do this to you because it was not somebody you expected. You know, it was unexpected either way. I think that you're defending a decision that you've made to keep something or to hold on to something, and somebody's gossiping about it. And you're going toe-to-toe with this person this month, and you're going to tell them what's up, because you're also coming up as the Emperor here. Now, the Emperor is in control of his domain. You know, he controls his house. He controls the rules, he makes the rules, he breaks the rules if he wants to, but usually he doesn't. You know, if he makes the rule, he keeps the rule, and he makes sure everybody else is doing it too. So when the Emperor comes up as you, this is about you taking control of your life, taking control of your boundaries, taking control of your territory. And you feel like somebody's embarked on your territory. And now you're looking at the situation like, wait a minute. That is not okay with me. And we are going to deal with it this month. We are going to deal with it toe-to-toe, head-to-head. I'm coming to you, and I'm going to ask you what you said. I'm going to ask you what you did, and you're going to own up to it. You're going to fess up to it and clear my name. This is my reputation on the line. I want to keep it. And it's kind of like you don't have a right to talk about me when these are my decisions, this is my life, and I'm going to do things my way. Regardless of how you feel about it, you don't have a right to talk about me. You don't have a right to say what you've said or do what you've done. That's how I feel. Somebody you trusted. This is somebody that you trusted. Somebody, maybe a partner, maybe a romantic partner that you trust. It doesn't have to be. It just can be someone that you trust as a friend. Someone you thought was loyal to you. And you know what? I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, this isn't even someone you're necessarily close to, but it's someone that you thought was like a good person. And not that they're not a good person. How can I say this? It's more like you just didn't expect this person to act this way or behave this way because you saw something sweet and innocent about them, maybe. You didn't think they were capable of what they did or what they said about you. Okay? This is ending those ties with that person. But yeah, again, we have the Thought card, and then we have the Hermit up here. This is like, wow, I really wasn't seeing this coming. And now you're really thinking about it. This person has you thinking for some reason. Like, wow, did not see it going that way, you know? So the Ace of Swords is about truth coming to light. It's about cutting BS, cutting ties where they need to be cut. This is also about a hard-earned victory. It's something that we've worked hard to achieve. The opposing sides of the sword represent like a bittersweet victory, right? Because it's something that we have to sacrifice in order for something to be gained. Out of this Ace of Swords, with these three cards, we have joyfulness, hope, and child. So in a way, whatever this is, when it comes to light, it's like it gives you an opportunity to clear the energy, clear the air, and I feel like in your own way, you feel like, you know, you're clearing your name. And it's a fresh start for you. And let me look at the Seven of Rods at the bottom. So again, the Seven of Rods, it talks about defending yourself, defending your stance, defending your decisions, standing true in your convictions. You can see this man has the upper hand because he's on higher ground, higher elevation than the wands that he's being attacked with, okay? So he has the advantage. But it is ultimately about you standing your ground. Now we have the Consolation, Consistency, and Reunion card. I'm kind of feeling like, I want to say, is this somebody in your life that is just kind of toxic? And possibly this is the month in where they do something that finally it's like enough is enough, and this person's like, I gotta set boundaries. I gotta either cut this person out completely, or I gotta set those boundaries. This person has to know that this is not okay, right? I feel like for some of you too, this is about maybe you reunited with a partner or a love, and there's somebody around you that's not too happy or keen about it, and they may be gossiping, something like that. And you're having to defend this relationship. Okay. So for some of you, this is about you. This is how it is. Either you or somebody you know got back into a relationship or made a choice to give somebody, I want to say, a second chance in love. Now there's someone around you who's not happy with your decision, or you're the one not happy with someone's decision. Now there's talk going on, okay, about this relationship, about should this person be with this person, and there's gossip. But I think when the gossip comes to light, it sheds some clarity for you on the situation. Maybe you see things for what they really are, and you see things a little bit differently because there's information you weren't aware of that comes to light. But whatever it is, you know what action you're going to take. You know what you're going to do to handle the situation, and you're going to handle it. But I think this has something to do with jealousy and love. We have the Misfortune card, the Love card, and then the Waiting card, which the Waiting card can signify jealousy, usually signifies jealousy. Is somebody talking to an ex? Somebody been thinking about an ex, maybe? You find out that there's this talk. Maybe it's not gossip, but it's talk. And you realize they're talking. Oh, now we're going toe to toe. We're going to talk. We're going to get this settled right now. You're not going to treat me that way. That's a possibility. You know, this can play out in many different ways. It is a general reading, but you go into toe to toe with somebody, calling them out on something, and clearing your name about something. Okay? So, dear Leos, let's go ahead and look at what's coming in regarding love. I want to say for some of you, you're kind of involved in like a love triangle a little bit. I mean, you're not really committed to anybody per se, but you're maybe interested in someone who's in a relationship, or you're interested in someone, but you know that they're talking to somebody else too. So I feel like in this month, you're deciding to end that. The word that comes to mind is contract. It feels more like a contract than anything else. It doesn't feel loving. It doesn't feel even romantic or sexual passion, or I don't know, that kind of fire is missing from this relationship anyway. I think this is something that maybe you've been doing for some time with somebody, off and on, and now it's just like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. It's boring. I don't even like you anymore. I mean, it's just like, I don't even know why I'm continuing to do this. Let's just end it now. For others of you, you may be finding out through communication, via social media, or through a friend, that your love interest is actually interested in somebody else and pursuing somebody else. And I think that's going to be kind of heartbreaking for you this month. I think in the beginning of the month, there may be hope. I think you're getting some type of positive news that, oh, this person's newly single, or somehow maybe you get the impression that they have similar feelings for you, or that they might be interested. But you quickly find out that there's actually a third party here. There's actually somebody else that he's already offered his love to. And I feel like this can be an earth sign, the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. But this can also be an air sign. That would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay, that you're dealing with. These are the two energies, that other energies besides yourself that you're dealing with is basically earth and air. I think at this point in the game, a lot of you are looking for something stable, something grounded, and you want somebody mature. You want somebody who is able to handle a relationship, you know? I mean, a relationship is work, and I think you're acknowledging that it is work. See that with the the Queen of Pentacles here. You see that it is work. I mean, but whatever this communication is that you're getting, it's like, I want to say in the beginning or even the middle of the month, where it's like, oh, this person's actually off limits, because they're not, you know, they're interested in somebody else. You really thought there was a potential here for something serious to grow. We have money, servant, and house on the Three of Swords. I think you really thought there was potential here for something more substantial. Especially because there was some news in the beginning of the month that made you think, oh, you know what? I mean, there's something here. Maybe I can pursue this. Let me look at the Eight of Wands. Reunion, melancholy, and thought. See? You thought there was a potential here. Maybe for a reunion with an ex-partner. Or maybe you know, like I said, you're talking to somebody, but they may be talking to somebody too. You think they're going to choose you, but come to find out they've already chosen somebody else. When you realize this, that the melancholy sets in, okay? And that's where we see the Three of Swords coming up. Let me look at the Tower. And I feel like for some of you, when this happens, it's like, yeah, you feel kind of down about it, but it's not the end of the world, per se, you know. Again, we have melancholy here, too, with the Four of Cups. I just don't feel like you're very happy with many options that are out there, and maybe you're kind of settling in this. But I think later on, down the line, you may get an offer from somebody else that's much more worth your while. Let's look at the Tower. Yeah. You're hearing that they're committed to somebody else now. Despair on the Tower. Wedding. And Thief. Thief represents, I mean, this could be like you feel like this other person stole this potential partner from you. Okay? But it can also just say, hey, there's a negative change about this relationship. I think you're, again, finding out they committed elsewhere. So on the Four of Cups, we have Room, which talks about secrets and intimacy, okay, things that we want, things that we kind of keep to ourselves. Merchant, contract agreements, negotiations that we make with ourselves or with others. And then the Old Woman. These three cards coming up on the Four of Cups, it kind of feels like, I just saw the most amazing butterfly. I'm sorry. The most amazing butterfly was just flying around right outside my window, and I think that's a sign for you. I just caught that right when I was going to talk about these cards. Transformation. And I think that's what these three cards are talking about. It's talking about not being happy with your options, not looking at what is coming in for you. The cards are telling you something beautiful is coming in for you. You just don't see it right now. You're so focused on what has been past relationships and what they've been, past disappointments. They just haven't been up to par. They haven't been what you needed. Okay? These three cards are talking about what you secretly, intimately desire most in a relationship, in a real committed relationship. These are things that you're pondering now. I think there's been some growth and some maturity that has taken place in you. And I think once you realize that this person's off the market, per se, you think you're making an agreement with yourself that you're not going to pursue love at this time. I think you're kind of saying, you know what, there's really nothing out there. I don't know. Apparently that's what he wanted, or that's what she wanted, and whatever. But either love is coming in for you when you least expect it, or you're going to find somebody worth offering that cup to. Let me look at the Knight of Cups. Gift, haughtiness, and conversation. There is somebody that will be approaching you for, making a romantic offer or gesture. This is a beautiful gift. This person, whomever this is that is coming in for you later on, is someone that you can be yourself around. You can feel like, you can just be yourself. You can be comfortable with this person. Conversation's easy with this person. And I feel like this person may be approaching you. And it's going to be after this kind of heartache with this situation. But that's okay. You had something, whether you realize it now or not, there was something valuable to learn out of this situation that prepped you for the right relationship coming in. It's just a matter of willingly letting go of this person and letting them do their thing.